Back to underrated movies. I'm your guy. I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry, and today I'd like to talk to another underrated film that you should check out, but it's one you do need to have patience for it. I really enjoyed this film when I watched it. Seen it a few times, and this is one of the Coen Brothers' work, and it's considered one of the greatest films of the 21st century, but it can also not be for most. And this is A Serious Man starring Michael Steinberg, which this movie pretty much put him on the roadmap of being a very seek after actor for roles such as Boardwalk Empire and Call Me by Your Name, and then I think it was also in the uh, yeah, very very good actor, and also with Richard Kind and what's another actor who's in here, uh, and anyway, it's a story centered around a college professor who is pretty much going through a midlife crisis of trying to find meaning within his life, of encountering uncertain, unfortunate circumstances that make him question the meaning behind it all. And as he's dealing with quite a few multiple things, where he's trying to prepare for his son's, I believe it was bar's mitzvah or something. I have to look that up. And my apologies if I'm not getting that fact right, regarding with the showcasing. Um, this story I thought was very fascinating, but fascinating on a way where I really appreciate the story behind this. And I think it's a story where we all could relate to, where we try to find meaning uh, in our existence, in our life, that we experience challenges and situations that challenge our beliefs or challenges our meaning of understanding of what the world is and what the world has to offer, and why it puts us in these difficult circumstances, and we try to question why it is so. And it's a very fascinating piece. I think Michael Steinberg, I believe he was nominated for Best Actor in Leading Role. And I remember when the trailer came out, I was very mesmerized with it, with the trailer, because it kind of reminds me of the Killer trailer. Would not surprise me if the editors of that film saw this trailer and wanted to pay homage to that, where you're pretty much entering into the chaotic mind of the character, and pretty much giving you what the film is about, with showing not every detail what the story is within the film. Because this character, forget his name in the film, uh, he deals with a lot of just a lot of relatable things, and he's trying to figure out why it's all happening to him. Especially, he believes it's all happening to him, and why things just get harder and harder and harder and harder, and believes he may have to somewhat change a few outcomes to kind of see if it could uh, change for him. And I think in the film there was a prologue, and I'll be honest with you, too. I'll be honest, I'm still puzzled how the first part is connected with the rest of the film, and I think it's a urban legend story. Um, yeah, I think it's an urban legend story, but I think it may deal with the idea of a curse passed upon a generational curse, like a hereditary, where they encounter some sort of mystical being, and they do an act, and that act pretty much curses them to their future generation, because that prologue takes place like decades before the movie, even not decades, like hundreds of years probably, I think, even before the official story begins. And it's quite fascinating. One of my favorite scenes in the film where Michael Steinberg has a vision of his what I think is a no, it's not brother-in-law. It's a friend that he knows, an acquaintance who actually is sleeping with his wife in the movie, where he has a dream about him and he questions the meaning of his life, and they're in a classroom, and the guy challenges him on his beliefs, and he bangs his head against the chalkboard. And Michael Steinberg's character really doesn't have a backbone, and you could see that the guy is really, really trying to avoid some sort of conflict, which forces him, or no, he refrains from being aggressive, being, um, I guess, a taken charge kind of masculine kind of guy, kind of presence. Like the guy's very nerdy, and you see him trying to pull back pretty much throughout the whole film as he tries to figure out how to deal with all of it. And it's a very ambiguous film because the movie doesn't give you really any answers. It gives you hints of what it could be about and what the character is dealing with, and it's very ambiguously dark. So I could see like the comedy aspect of it. You really kind of have to think about what's going on into the film and its surroundings, because I can tell you, if you're not open to it, what the film is trying to say or what they're trying to give off, it may turn people off, because this is a dark comedy, like a very dark film, but they try to make light of certain situations in the film. And I thought this film was splendid. I watched this film maybe 6 times, and it's probably the only film that introduced me to Jefferson Airplane. A Serious Man. Have you seen it? Comment below. Let me know if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.